Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing kind of a comparison between the stock tires of of course, these stock tires did not come off the King Quad. These stock tires come off the Brute Force 750, but I believe they're pretty close to what the stocks are on a King Quad. Bandit. So that's the only comparison I had, but they should be pretty close. But I'm going to do a comparison between these stock tires because somebody asked about the weights of what they were, and I thought, well, it might be a good time to make this comparison. So this, and they all have 6 pounds of air in them. I just put air in them, so they all got the same. But 25 10 by 12s. This is the rear. The fronts would be 25 8 by 12. But just to show you though, from going from a stock tire, and again these are 32-inch Terache Aztecs 14 by 7 rim, but the comparison, I mean, look how much difference it is, you know, when you start looking at these tires, of how much of a difference it is to go from stock tires on most quads to a 32-inch tire. That's pretty massive, which is also why it takes a lot of clutch work, you know, to turn these big tires. You know, you got to have the right clutching and gearing, and that's where the shim mod and clutch kit with the larger secondary spring and the coupe number 3 mod comes in, where they machine the clutch sheaves. But it takes all of that. There's no way you could really run these 32-inch tires on just pure stock. Well, I guess you could, but it's, you know, you're going to have a lot of issues, especially when you got in mud of any kind. But the main focus of the video was just to get the weight of the tire. Somebody made a comment asking about the weight of the tire. So I just figured I would go ahead and do a comparison between the weights of front stock tire, rear stock tire, and then one of these 32-inch. And this, by the way, this is a steel rim, nothing fancy. I think these are aluminum rims, so it's probably going to be really lighter. Not sure, to be honest with you, if it feels like aluminum. That's definitely steel. So what I'm going to try to do is, which by the way, when you really get an idea when you start looking at it kind of like this, of just how much more massive these tires go from stock to this 32. It's quite a bit when you actually put the two tires together like that and get a side-by-side comparison. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm doing this by myself, so I'm going to try to put the phone, my camera down, phone down. This scale is not accurate. It's off by 5, 6, 7 pounds, something like that. I don't really feel like messing with it to try to calibrate it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh myself, get the weight, and then I'm going to pick up each tire and weigh myself again. And then the difference will be the weight of the tire. So it doesn't matter if the scale's off. I'll still find out exactly what the tire weighs. So what I'm going to do is weigh myself first to get a starting point, a base weight, and then I'm going to pick up each tire and weigh it. So I'm going to set, because I'm doing this by myself, so I'm going to get a base weight, and then I'm going to do the front tire, and then probably, I guess, the rear tire, and then the stock tire. So let's see if I can make this work. Hopefully this all can be seen pretty good. Okay, So a base weight would be, we're going to say 239. I'm going to say 239 pounds. Okay, now I gotta let the scale clear. Give that a second to clear and reset. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up the front tire, the front stock tire. $261 pounds. Okay, I'm gonna let this scale clear again. Okay, now I'm gonna do the rear stock tire. All right, 263 pounds. Okay, now I'm going to do the Aztecs. Oops, I gotta let, there it goes. £295. Okay, so you can see quite a difference in the weights. I'm going to go just a second, and because I didn't do that off my head. So I'm going to go back, calculate the weights, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and done all my figuring real quick, and so this was the final weights. The stock front tire is 22 pounds. The stock rear tire is 24. And then the 32-inch Aztecs with the 14x7 rims, because remember, these are 12x6. So the rim on them are smaller anyway, so that's less weight. But 14x7, 32-inch Aztecs, 56 pounds. I don't think that's too bad. Even for steel rims, 56 pounds total for a 32-inch seems pretty good. I haven't compared a lot of other weights. I know something like a Assassinator are pretty heavy. A lot of them, just the tires are more than about 56 pounds, but a steel rim, 32-inch tire, I think that's pretty good. So that's about all I'm just going to do for this video, mainly just the weights and all. And I've got something else that's coming up, mainly this right here, the axle. I may do something about that in a minute. That was a story right there. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. And as always, thank you for watching.